Okay, we're going to move on to a harmonization now on page 62, 4-20. This one does not have the chords written underneath it, which might be something that you come across. So in order to sight read, what I would suggest is when you use your time, sight read through the right hand first. That'll give you kind of a little bit more of an outline of what chords you're going to be needing to use in your left hand. So remember, first identify your key. I'm not going to give that to you because at this point you should be able to figure that out. And then go through have this rule in mind. If you see a lot of 1, 3, and 5, scale degrees 1, 3, and 5, you're going to have a 1 chord. If you see a lot of 1, 4, and 6, you're going to have a 4 chord. If you see 7, 4, 5, 2, so mainly the harmonic minor, so the leading tone of the scale, if you see that, that's a good indicator that you have a 5, 7. And yeah, I think that is it. So with that being said, I want you to pause that right here, determine your chords, write them in as quickly as you possibly can, and then practice finding them, for a little bit. But give yourselves only maybe 3 minutes tops. So go ahead and pause this video right now. Okay, if you've played the video, you're ready to check. Okay, so first I'm just going to play through it, and then I'm going to talk about a couple of things so that it can, if something went wrong, then you can have an explanation as to why possibly could have gotten wrong. Okay? All right, so 1, 2, ready. I got a little fancy at the end, but that's okay. Anyways, with that in mind, so the reason that I chose, most of the chords are pretty self-explanatory. If you have just a B by itself, it could be a B7, or it could be a 1, so in this case E minor or B7. I chose a 1 just because we are for sure going back to 5/7 on the beat of measure 3. So I'm looking at the 3rd beat of measure 2 right now. So it can go a little bit either way, but I kind of like that concrete sound before we go into dominant tonic, dominant tonic. The rest are pretty self-explanatory. A minor happens when we have this C and E are our main notes. We just have B as an extra note, and the rest should be B7 and E minor. So let's try something fun. Let's transpose it to D minor right off the bat. So this time, only take like a minute or so and work through the transposition so that you can check it. There's only 3 chords, so it should be fairly easy to figure out. Okay, if you've started this video, you're ready to attempt D minor. Does not have to be perfect. See if you can play with me so that you can keep going through. If you mess up a chord, just like I talked about in the previous video, see if you can fix it very slyly. Try not to fix the right hand. I know it's difficult, but test your patience. So 1, 2, ready, and go. Okay, so thankfully the chords should be pretty easy to transpose, and this is, I don't know what this melody is exactly, but it sounds super familiar, so I'm gonna kick myself later when I realize what it is. Anyways, so what I would do is very quickly try to take it and transpose it, do some ghost playing, and get as much as you can, but don't expect to get everything, otherwise you're going to overwhelm yourself. All right, that being said, we'll go on and do more sight reading in the next video.